The Education Reform Act of 1993 changed the way schools within the Commonwealth operated. It established guidelines to ensure that every child within the Commonwealth would have access to an equitable education regardless of where they lived. The primary objective of establishing this framework was to ensure students were able to show competency in core subject areas by passing the MCAS test in order to earn a high school diploma. Since the passage of Ed Reform, Massachusetts has been completely transformed. The state focused on building effective learning standards in the core subjects of math, science, history, English, health, and the arts. One area that seemed to have fallen by the wayside is the framework for a comprehensive school counseling program. Although some may feel this is an auxiliary item, I believe it is an essential part of ensuring student success. Since I started in the Revere Public Schools, I've noticed that the counseling department runs much different than my internship in Brockton Public Schools. There are many changes that need to be made. With no real curriculum to work with, counselors teach classes, they fill in as substitutes, counselors cover lunches, and counselors even have a caseload of more than 400 students. The way the guidance department is currently functioning is contradictory to everything that I learned in graduate school. And this is why I'm proposing we move to a developmental guidance approach set forth by the Massachusetts School Counselors Association, or MASCA. This would provide a uniform system to be put in place for counselors on what is being taught so that individual counselors are not making decisions about which standards to teach and which to ignore. The goal of the school counseling curriculum, according to MASCA, is to promote and enhance student learning through 3 areas of student development: academic, career, and personal social development. Studies indicated that the model can provide academic achievement, increase parental involvement, improve relationships among students and teachers, and increase access to career information and planning, as well as improve decision-making skills. The proposed curriculum I've created would align with the MASCA, Mass State Frameworks for Comprehensive School Counseling Programs. This is an example of a comprehensive school counseling program that I would propose. For freshman year, I included activities that would include a freshman orientation, introduction to Naviance, a mentoring program, and a parent workshop. They would be aligned with the benchmarks, domain areas, and competency areas of the MASCA model. For the sophomore year, I included activities that would include monitoring academic progress, the MCAS report, personality tests, goal planning, and college planning. They would be aligned with the benchmarks, domain areas, and complete the competency areas of the MASCA model as well. Then we have the junior year. I've included activities that would include career decision-making, individual planning for post-graduation planning, and a parent workshop on the college process. This would be aligned with the benchmarks, domain areas, and complete the competency area of the MASCA model too. Lastly, we have the senior year. I've included activities that would include individual meetings to ensure graduation, college application process, including financial aid information, SAT, college fairs, and end-of-year survey. They would be aligned with the benchmarks, domain areas, and complete the competency area of the MASCA model as well. The guidance counselors and teachers have different roles in delivering curriculum. The flow of the counselor's day can frequently be interrupted by many unforeseen events. These are a list of inappropriate non-school counseling related tasks and appropriate school counseling related tasks that should be followed under the School Counselors Association guidelines. Just to name a few of the inappropriate school counseling related tasks: registering and scheduling all new students, administering aptitude tests, teaching classes, which is a big one here at Revere, maintaining student records, supervising student halls. Some of the appropriate school counseling tasks would include individual student academic program planning, counseling students who are tardy or absent, collaborating with teachers to present guidance curriculum lessons, counseling students who are not appropriately dressed, and interpreting student records. And here is a sample of how the quarters would go in the curriculum calendar that we would put in for the guidance department. First quarter for freshmen, we would introduce to Naviance, activate their account, and have them do learning style inventories. Around the third quarter, we would have them do study skill lessons and how to make the most of their time based on their learning styles. For sophomores, in the second quarter, we'd visit the English classes to go over the PSAT results and give them strategies on how to improve their scores. Fourth quarter, we'd administer the Do What You Are survey, and this is a personality inventory assessment. For juniors, second quarter, we'd visit English classes and go over the PSAT results, and we'd also discuss steps for college career planning. For fourth quarter for juniors, we'd administer the decision-making test, which is another personality inventory. For seniors, first quarter until the end of the school year, we'd review the college and career fair signups through Naviance and complete all college applications. And here is an example of a timeline that I put together on implementing this proposed guidance curriculum. Organize a team the first 3 months, gather relevant data, needs assessment 3 to 9 months, develop curriculum and timeline for implementation 9 to 18 months, get approval from central office on implementation 18 to 30 months, and lastly, in an ongoing service is the evaluation of the program, monitoring the program.